So I'm on Dihau Street. Dihau Street is Taipei's oldest street. It dates back to the 1600s, but it really became important for China and Taiwan around the 1800s when it became a major tea trading center, and it was for a long time known as Chongjia, or Center Street. And around the 1880s, 1890s, 1870s to that kind of that latter half of the second half of the 1800s, this was about 90% of all of Taiwan's tea was all of Taiwan's exports were traded through here, and it was tea. And you can see ahead of me, you can see these old architecture. Some of these buildings are kind of these Minnan architecture, not here, but some of the buildings on this street are Minnan architecture. It's an old temple. I don't know the history here, but this is a very old temple. But a lot of the architecture is also this Japanese. So one of the giveaways in Taipei, when you see buildings with this old red brick, this is not the one behind it that's newer, but some of this older traditional stuff, very likely Japanese architecture. So when I step out here onto the street, you can see a lot of these really traditional, really old buildings, and it's still very active today, and not so much with tea trading, although maybe that goes on, but it's actually more active with as a kind of a tourist place. Chinese medicine traditionally are here, not so much today, but there are still some shops of Chinese medicine, shops that are still around. But there's a lot of tourists. You see a lot of people walking around, and if I were to pan around, you could see some people, taking pictures as well. But anyway, it's a really cool place to visit if you're in Taipei. It's one of the most traditional streets. It's maybe the most traditional street that you can visit. There's a lot of side streets even kind of down here, and they're even kind of more traditional, kind of more cute to walk down. It's a very cool place to visit, Dihua Street, Taipei.